Oh, hello, and welcome back to the Joy of Painting Middle-earth. I'm Timbo Took, and I'm happy you've joined me. As I said before, this is a time where we come together to paint the most fantastic landscapes that Middle-earth has to offer, and maybe we'll paint a scary one a time or two. Now, I may not be the best painter in the Shire, but I do love it so, and I'd love for you to paint right along with me. So if you're ready, grab your paints and your brushes, and let's go on an adventure. Alright, today I have a very special painting for you. It's one that we've not done before together, a seascape. That's right. And this is a very personal story for me. But I want to tell you what I've done so far. I've prepared the canvas. I put this black gesso, the acrylic paint, I put that down in this area. This is going to be our sea cliff, and then in this area will be the sea. So we put that black gesso down, we let that dry, and then we're ready to paint over that. I've also, for our white areas, I put down that liquid white, that magic white that Bob Ross the Blue taught us how to put down so we can do a wet on wet technique. That's right. So we're going to put a little paint down. I'm going to do a little more preparation here. I'm going to go to my burnt umber. We'll just put a little bit of that on the brush, and I'm just going to put this burnt umber right over that black gesso. And that way when we come back we can put some color in there with it and just kind of highlight that cliff area. There we go. And that'll give us some paint to mix with. Go back, pick up a little bit more. Just come down right here. There we go. And you'll see as we paint this will be picked up and highlighted, and you'll see how our cliff comes out. There we go. Now you say, oh, Timbo, where are we painting today? That doesn't look like the Grey Havens. Well, it's close to the Grey Havens. Like I said, this is a very personal story for me. These are the cliffs. On the other side would be the harbor of the Grey Havens. Now, when I was just a young hobbit, my grand-gaffer Gamgee, he was getting older. Now, for the ocean, for the sea, we're going to come and get a little alizarin crimson and mix that alizarin crimson right. We're going to mix that right in there. There we go. A little bit more of that burnt umber. We want it to be crimson but not overpowering. There we go. Put that on there, and then we're just going to rub this right in here. You notice I have a piece of tape here. That's just to keep our ocean, our skyline straight. If you have a little bit of problem doing that, you can just put some of that on there. That's right. And then we just put this right down here. Now, when we're ready, after we do the sky, we'll peel that tape off, and that'll keep us from getting too much sky down into the water. Oops, there we go. Come back to that. And we'll come here again and just put this right on the canvas. There we go. And then maybe just get a little bit of green in there. Let's just mix that in. Mix that green right in there. And we'll just put that along the bottom there. There we go. All right, now that canvas is prepared. Let's go take on our sky. I'm just going to set this brush off to the side, and we'll get a nice clean brush here. There we go. And what we're going to do. Oh, I have some bright red on there, and it's running away. You see that? Oh, that naughty red. It likes to get everywhere. So, before we go to that, though, let's just come to our cadmium yellow. We're going to mix that with a little bit of yellow ochre. There we go. There we go. Get a nice gold color. Our sky, and I have that liquid white down here, so it's going to mix in. And so we decide we want our brightest spot. We want the sun to be setting right there. So just take that in and just mix it around. There we go. There we go. Just mix that into the sky. Now, without even cleaning our brush, let's come to that bright red. Oh, we'll get some of that on there. Put some of that troublemaker there. And then we come in and we just mix that right together in there. There we go. You see those sky colors coming together. Coming together, that's what's happening. There we go. So we just blend those. Blend them, and just bring them down to the skyline here. There we go. That's why we put that tape there, so we didn't get too much of that color in our ocean. We're going to put our own colors in the water. There we go. There we go. Bring that up. Maybe come and get a little more of that. Maybe get a little more of that. Oh, fire up that sky. That's right. That's right. Just roll it on in over there. Roll it in, mix it together. There we go. And we got a little on the cliff there. That's all right. We'll be highlighting our cliff with those colors. There we go. Mix those, mix them. There we are. Now we've done that. Let's get a little bit of our titanium white. We'll just take some of that there. And we'll come right in. Got that on the brush. And just make a nice bright spot here. Maybe get a little bit of our cadmium lemon going. There we go. Just blend those together. And again, if we want to get a little more of that titanium white, just bring it in, mix that around. There we go. That just gives us a bright spot in there. There we go. Look at that. That's nice. Just bring that together. Just bring it all together. And we'll come back and we'll put some clouds in as well. There we go. There we go. Now let's clean off that brush. All right. And of course, we're cleaning that brush in odorless paint thinner. There we go. Oh, I forgot to mention, Timbo set up Timbo Took's trading post. That's right. If you'd like to get things like coffee mugs or a t-shirt or a hoodie, those types of things are on Timbo Took's trading post. There's a link right down in the description. You can go to that. There we go. So we have that brush cleaned. Let's just soften that sky a bit. There we go. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to come into some of our phthalo blue here, right here. Grab some of that alizarin crimson and let's mix that together. We want this much more crimson. There we go. There we go. If you can't really tell how the color's turning out, just go down and grab a bit of your titanium white. There we go. There we go. We see that nice purpley color coming there. And that's what we're going to use for our clouds. Let's circle in some clouds now. Now again, as I was telling you with a story, there we go. Oh, we want those to be, those are too blue. Let's fix that. That's okay, that's okay. There we go. Let's come here to our alizarin crimson. There we go. We want it to be dark, but not too blue. There we are. So circle in those clouds. There we are. Those are just picking up all the different colors. All those different colors we have going. There we go. Come back, get some more, and just right there. Maybe we have one of those clouds that just kind of marches across and fades away. There we go. Get some more of those clouds. Bring them right this way. Right there we go. There we go. Just off on the horizon. Circle them in, circle them in. All right. Now, we need to soften those out a bit, so let's clean that brush. Okay, now again, I can't beat the Sauron out of the brush on the easel because we're indoors still. But I beat the Sauron out of it down in the rubbish bin. Oh, soon enough we'll be back outside again. So with our clouds, we just want to lift those and then soften them out. There we go. Lift them up and soften them out. There we are. We don't want harsh details in there. No harsh details. Just lift and then pull. There we go. Oh, and look at that sky it gives you. Oh, so fun. Now you can see the difference. We've softened these clouds, and those clouds up there still need to be softened. So what's going on with this painting? What is happening, you're asking? Well, my grandgaffer Gamgee, of course. He was very old, and my grandma Rose, she had passed on, and so he was ready to leave Middle-earth and go join Frodo in the Undying Lands. Now, since he had been a ring-bearer, he was allowed to sail to the Grey Havens, and that's what he did. He left the Red Book with my Aunt Eleanor. And he sailed away. Now, for me, it was sad, but I still had my Grandpappy Took and my Grunkle Mary, who were all there. And we went down. Now, I didn't escort him. I didn't go into the Grey Havens and watch him sail away. I stood off down south a ways, right here on the shore, and I watched his ship sail away. Oh, it was sad, but I knew he needed to. There we go. Just lift. If you have to, knock some of the paint off your brush so you're not making more of a mess of those clouds than anything there. Just lift those, and then soften them up. There we go. There we go. Look at that, look at that. And so we have these interesting things going on within our clouds. But they're also very soft. There we go. There we go. Now you can sit here and you can just work that to death. Oh, I've done that before. I've done that before. Just trying to make it perfect. But that looks pretty good to me. So let's go down now. We can pull that off. We just didn't want to get so much color onto there. There we go. I'm just going to clean that brush as I go. Now, we did have some of that alizarin crimson. Oh, let's see, where was it? Right up here. I think that's how we had it. And just mix that in there. There we go. Oh, I grabbed something else. Something else. That's okay. That's okay. Just put it there. Now it's time. Now it's time. We've got a nice, clean, dry brush. And we're going to put our ocean in here. So I'm just going to take some of this titanium white that hasn't been spoiled. I'm just going to put it right down here. And now we're going to come and we're going to build our wave. That's right. That's right. So this is going to be where our big wave is at. We like doing these. Well, we think we do. I've actually never done one of these before. So we'll see if it works out. If it doesn't, this episode will go on the scrap heap and you'll never see it. But if you're seeing it, that means it may have worked out. May have worked out. There we go. Just like that. And then the top of the wave. Let's knock some of that paint we're picking up off. Come back to our alizarin crimson. Our titanium white. And then we bring this down that way. There we go. There we go. That'll be our wave there. He'll come back this way. There we go. All right. So let's go into that titanium white again. Just load it up. And now what we want to do is this is the eye of our wave. Oh, if you're one who likes to surf, this is what you want to see. You want to see that right there. There we go. Let's just mix that in. Now, maybe even come to some of our yellow there and mix that in with our white just to tone it down a bit. There we go. Just load that up on the brush. Load it up. Come back in here. Because, of course, this is the thin part of the water. That light can come right through. There we go. There we go. Maybe clean that off a bit. Come back up. Let's get some more of our titanium white. And come back. Mix that in. There we go. There we go. Just blend that together. There we are. There we are. All right, now that you've got that, let's make the top of our wave. There we go. Come back to our titanium white. Now, we're just going to pull this wave down. There we go. Just come across the top and pull it down. There we are. There we are. Now, clean off your brush. Now pull some of those dark colors up. There we go. There we are. And let's go back to this lavender, this purple we have here. And let's just give this an outline here. There we go. There we go. Just do that there. All right, all right. And bring it up. Crashes on the rock right there. There we go. There we are. Back over this way. All right. And again. Oh, we forgot to do the top up there. Why don't we do that before we get into anything else? Let's load up some of that titanium white on our fan brush again. There we go. Now we're going to do some waves up here. Now we're just rocking like the waves do. So we just come in and we want to make this. There we go. Just put that in, just making that rocky motion. There we are. There we are. You see. Maybe thin it out a little bit even. There we go. Maybe come and put some of that yellow in there even. So it's picking up that sunlight. There we go. There you go. You see those waves doing the things that waves do. There we go. And you might be saying, oh, Timbo, that looks like a mess. And yes, it does a bit. Does a bit. But let's come. Let's come back. And where we'll go to that titanium white again. Load it up. Load it up on there. Now we need to give our splash in here. Just with a corner of the brush. This wave just splashes. There's it crashes. There we go. There we go. Just make that so you see. Oh, it just crashes right over here. There we are. Right against the rock there. There we go. Come right up like that. Oh, there we are. And we'll give it some more right down here. There we go. And just bring it down. There we are. And maybe we crash down there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. There we are. All right. Now, why don't we go to our little liner brush. And let's come back to some of that purple. That purple color we have. And this is where you can start giving your wave some shape. Putting some of these things. There we go. There we are. And up here. Just go back. Maybe come to some of that phthalo blue even. There we go. There we go. And just give that some shape in there. There we are. There we are. Okay, let's come back. Come back, pick up some of that titanium white, and let's give us some waves crashing right down on this shoreline. There we go. There we go. That comes right over there, splashes right up. There must be a rock there. And let's see, we'll come splash it up here. Splash it up. There we go. Just give that circular motion right inside our wave. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. That wave crashes right there. Right there. Just crashing. There we are. There we are. Now we need to put some rocks in here. Oh, we need some white highlight up inside of our wave. Where'd all my white go? We need some of that white up there. There we go. Need to blend those colors together. There we are. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Let's go to our palette knife. All right. Let's just get a nice dark rock color mixed up right here. Just take that palette knife. Now this rock, this may have been the rock that I stood upon as I watched my Gaffer Gamgee sail into the west. There we go. There we go. Just bring that rock right down there. Just put that in. Now we can come back. Let's take, some of our titanium white. Let's try and get a little more of that. We may have to add some titanium white onto our palette. And I'm going to take that right up there. see if this works. All right, here's that rock. Here's that rock right there. There we are. That gave a place for old Timbo to stand. Stand right there and watch as Grand Gaffer Gamgee sailed away. Now let's come back. Okay. Now I did win. I went and got some more titanium white. So let's load that up on the brush. And then again, the wave can crash right against the rock here. Right there. Right against that. Just bring that up. Maybe. You can see some of the blue of the water in there. Right here, it's not picking up the highlights. It's not picking up those highlights of the sunset down here. There we go. And this is where the water pools, right on the shore. There we go. It's right back that way. There we are. There we go. All right. Now we have our cliff here. Our cliff is right there. Just on the other side is the port of the Grey Havens. That's right. So we want to, let's maybe even put some red in there. There we go. Let's lighten this up a bit. We want to come in and create this cliff, our cliff side there. There we go. Load up that brush. And then we're just going to take this right down here. There we go. Just using the fan brush. Now, the important thing is you have that dark there. Don't crush all that. Don't crush all that. Just come here. Bring it down. There we are. Bring it down right there. We did put some of that brown underneath, so it does pick that up down there. There we go. Just pick it up. We could do this with a palette knife the same way we do our mountains. I just wanted to show you a little different way. There we go. Sometimes these sea cliffs are a little different than the mountains. Sometimes on those cliffs are more of a sandstone. All right. Now, with a clean brush, what we're going to do is we're going to soften this. We're just going to soften that out. Just blend those colors together. There we go. That will give us the cliff there. And then if we want to come back and we can put some other colors in there highlighting it. With our fan brush, just come into kind of a brownish. There we go. You can just lighten it up in some spots. Don't overdo it. And then again, just soften it up. There we go. There we go. And we can still put maybe a rock in over here that this water is crashing against. Right in front of this. He stands out from in front of this cliff. There we go. And get some highlight to put on there. Just bring that down, just letting it pick up. There we go. I'm making a mess over here. All right, pick up some of our titanium white, and let's give this some splashes right along the bottom there. There we go. There we go. That water just crashes right in there. Now, as I said, my Grand Gaffer Gamgee was sailing away, so maybe. All right, maybe we can pick up that boat. Get our liner brush, get it real wet, and just come into our burnt umber, mix it with our ivory black. There we go. Just let's give us just like an ink there. Just roll that out. Now, this boat was off sailing away over the horizon. There we go. And it was one of those ships that had the big sail. And a little cabin on the back. There we go. Make that a wee bit taller. There we are. Come back. There it was. There it was. And we'll even put sail that was on there. Now I spent in my younger days, my adventuring days, I spent a lot of time on the sea. Most hobbits don't like that, but I have a love for the sea. There we go. I've got a love for the sea. All things on it and in it. There we go. Put that mast and the crossbeam there. There we go. And then, of course, there's a little shadow there. And we don't want that shadow to be too prominent. So we just tap it out. Tap it out. There we go. Now we'll come back. I think I softened up those waves a little too much. There we go. Just put all these little things in here that you want to. As much as you want, as much as you want. There we go. Well, I'd say I'm no expert at that yet, but if we just practice and practice together, I'm sure we'll come back in a year from now and we'll do another one of these, and it'll even look more amazing. But I'm pretty pleased with that. I do like that. That story of my grandgaffer Gamgee sailing away, oh, it makes me quite sad. But all in all, he was happy to be reunited with Mr. Frodo. That's right. All right, I hope you enjoyed this painting. Be sure to give me a like and a subscribe and do all those other things you're supposed to. That's right, my little hobbits, make sure I say that. So, I wish you happy painting. Goodbye, and God bless.